Hello, we are going to be doing the makeup today for the baker's wife. So I'm starting with the original base from the base video, and then I'm just coming in with a very warm, very light brown for that contour, and I'm just using a very little bit of product and then brushing it down across my cheekbones. And I just want to make sure that this is a very soft, very gentle contour. I don't want it to be too harsh by any means. I just want it very blended out and very soft while still making sure that that pigment is visible in the cheeks. And like I said, this is a very warm contour. I'm not really using any cool tone browns in this look. Now I'm going in with a slightly smaller brush, and I'm just bringing a little bit of that warm brown to the nose. I'm not using very much, just a little to round out the end of the nose, and then I am just going back in and blending that. This is just going to contour the nose a little bit without making it too sharp, and this is just going to warm up the nose a little as well. Now for eyeshadow, I am just starting off with this really warm taupey brown, just to give us a good base to go off of. And I'm just making sure that that is really nice and blended out all along my lid and in my crease. And then I'm taking this slightly darker warm brown, and I'm just putting that on my outer corner and blending it fully into my crease just to start that kind of gradient effect. This is also kind of in a pinky tone, so it warms out the eye look a little bit more as well. And then just going in with a little bit darker of a brown, still like I said, very warm browns, but this one's a bit darker, and I'm putting it in my outer corner and wiping off the excess product of the brush, and then I am just blending that into my outer corner and into my crease. This creates a really nice gradient effect with the eyeshadow. And then using that same brush, I am just kind of blending out those outer edges and blending it down beneath my lower lash line just a little bit, while adding a little more of that warm brown too, just to bring it all together. And now I'm going to be taking this really thin brush and going in for a really dark brown, almost the same as my hair. And you'll just want to match this to your hair color. That usually looks the best. And then I'm coming in and kind of sharpening my eyebrows a little bit, just defining them with my natural eyebrow shape. I don't want anything too drastic of change here, just giving them some nice clean definition. And the best way that I like to do that is to start from the top and bottom of my arch and define that nice sharp edge before going in and adding more product and kind of blending it out as I go. This gives your eyebrows that definition without making them look too bold or without really changing the shape. And now I'm going in with that same dark brown and just going from the shape of my lower lash line. I am just kind of bringing up a wing that I will eventually connect up onto my upper lash line, and just kind of making sure that that shape is even on both sides. I am just blending it into my upper eyelid and making sure that it is a nice blended wing on top, and leaving that kind of sharper bit to the lower edge of the wing. This will make it look nice. And then using a fluffy brush, I am just going to smoke it out at the edges a little bit, just to make sure that it isn't too harsh of a wing. And then going back in with that brush, I'm going to define the actual lash line on my eye, and this will just connect right into that wing and give my eyes that nice sharp definition so that they look nice and defined up on stage. And once I like how that looks, I am going to be going in just a little more with that fluffier brush and getting some pink tones right on the apples of my cheeks. I want this to be a slightly paler pink, but still kind of a warm toned paler pink. And then just adding some more pigment, really focusing on the apples of my cheeks before blending it up to the higher points of my face. But like I said, the strongest part of that pigment is going to be on the very forward round part of the face. And I'm just adding a little more pigment, making sure they're nice and even on both sides, so one side doesn't look more than the other. And then I'm just rubbing off that little bit of excess product that's on the brush on my nose just to warm it up a little bit. And now I am taking this kind of warm pink, and I am going to use the natural shape of my lips to just put on that lipstick and just keep it kind of nice and round and not really too sharp anywhere. Any kind of like square angles that I have in my own lips, I'm rounding out. As you can see, I kind of did toward the top. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a brighter pink in the very center, just to keep it nice and warm. And then just making sure that the edges are nice and clean. And sometimes you have to use a makeup wipe to get this, because mine smudged a little bit. And then after that sits for a second, I'm going to go in with this very pale pink just right in the center. This adds a little more of a gradient to the lip. Not a huge effect, but just a little bit of a gradient. And once we are happy with how that looks, that is the makeup for the baker's wife. Thank you!